And hello again, baseball fans, and welcome to Story Field here on the campus of Lower Columbia College in Longview as the Northwest Athletic Conference 2019 Baseball Championship continues. Hello again, everyone. I'm Vern Foster. Tonight, game number 7, the Spokane Sasquatch versus the Tacoma Titans in this winner's ball game. The winner will play tomorrow at 5:35 against the winner of our second game this evening, Everett and Lower Columbia. And the loser will play Mount Hood tomorrow at 11:05. Mount Hood eliminating Yakima Valley earlier today by a score of 8-4. And in game number 1, Lynn Benton knocked off Edmonds 5-0. So Edmonds and Yakima Valley have been eliminated from the tournament. So the winner of these games move into the, I guess you'd call it the semifinals, and the losers will have to come back a long ways. Spokane is the visiting team here this afternoon, and here is the starting lineup as submitted by Brian Winston. Jordan Summers will lead off. He is the left fielder for the Sasquatch. He'll be followed by Jaden Vandervert. Vandervert batting second. He is in center field. Hitting third this afternoon for the Sasquatch will be Kristen Padilla. Padilla batting third. He's in right field. Following him will be Justin Lutz. Lutz is the catcher hitting fourth. Jace Edwards is batting fifth for Spokane. He is the shortstop. Brendan Duncan is the second baseman for the Sasquatch this afternoon. He'll be hitting sixth. Batting seventh, Jermaine Dusham. Dusham, the first baseman for Spokane. The designated hitter is the number 8 hitter for Spokane this afternoon. That is Kyle Lawson. Lawson, the designated hitter, hitting 8. And Levi Brenneman will bat ninth for the Sasquatch this afternoon. He is the third baseman. Sasquatch are the East number 1 team with a record of 30-15. They were 20-8 in region play. They'll face the Tacoma Titans here this afternoon. The Titans are the home team. West number 2, a record of 40-8, 20-5 in region play. They'll be led off with Kenton Robillard. Robillard is the third baseman. He'll be followed by Justin Vanderbrake. He is the number 2 hitter and plays right field. Hitting third for the Titans today, Robbie Pogue. Pogue is the first baseman. Sam Olson is the catcher for the Titans. He'll hit fourth, and he'll be followed by Brock Gagliardi. Gagliardi is the designated hitter, hitting fifth. Gavin Grant is the number 6 hitter for the Titans today. He is the shortstop. Cameron McIntosh is the second baseman. He'll hit seventh. Batting eighth today will be R.J. Green. He is at the center field position. And batting ninth in left field for the Titans will be Zach Deal. Deal again is in left field. The Titans, as I mentioned, are the home team here this afternoon, and their pitcher will be Josh Vitus. Vitus on the year has a 1.57 ERA, a record of 9-1 overall. He's made 13 appearances. All those appearances have been in the starting role. Pitched 74 in the third innings, giving up 56 base hits as we get ready to start this ball game. Vitus Rezi, and here's the first pitch, and a bouncing ball hit up the middle into center field for a base hit. 4:34 the first pitch, and 4:34 the first base hit. That didn't take long. So Jordan Summers, a single right up the middle, and one pitch, and we've got a guy on base. That'll bring up Jaden Vandervert. Vandervert today is the center fielder for the Sasquatch, and the left-handed hitter will face the right-handed pitching of Vitus. Here's the first pitch to him. He shows the bunt, and it misses outside, ball 1. Our umpires today, Jim Courtney behind the plate, Nick Stevens at first base, and Mark Hewitt is at third. Still kind of a gloomy afternoon here in Longview. Haven't had any rain, had some drizzle, but so far so good. So we'll get both games in this afternoon, I'm pretty sure. Here comes Vitus 1-0 pitch, and again shows the bunt and takes the pitch high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Jaden Vandervert. Getting the center fielder for Tacoma, or for Spokane, I mean, and gets deep in the batter's box. The third baseman for Tacoma, Robillard, playing up on the grass. Throw over to first base and diving back in safely is Summers. The middle infield playing back deep, looking for the ground ball. And the first baseman, Pogue, is holding on the runner, Summers, at first base. Second batter of the ball game. Count 2 balls, no strikes. The leadoff batter got a base hit. Vitus is ready. Again, Robillard cheats on in down at third. Here's the pitch. Bunts it back towards the pitcher. Have a chance to go for 2. Throw to second for 1, and there's no relay on the way. So the pitcher, Vitus, able to field the baseball. He threw to the shortstop, Grant, who was at second, but a hard slide by Summers. No chance for the relay. And on at first base is Vandervert. So 1-6 for the first out. That'll bring up Christian Padilla. Padilla, the right fielder for the Sasquatch. Interesting lineup. Your left fielder, your center fielder, and your right fielder are the first 3 batters. Something I just don't recall seeing very often. Right-hand hitter, Padilla. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. So Padilla trying to get something going as well as he swings to the first pitch. .295 on the year for Christian Padilla. Eagle, Idaho resident. Sophomore, hits right-handed, as you can see. Wears the number 3 on the dark blue shirts that Spokane is wearing. Gets deep in the batter's box as well. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's off speed, and it catches the corner. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Christian Padilla. The Sasquatch winning yesterday over Edmonds by a score of 5-2. While Tacoma had little trouble with Lynn Benton as they won that one 10-1. Again, the winner will move into the winner's bracket games tomorrow at 5:35. Another quick throw to first base, and that one's close with just back is Vandervert. They'll count no balls and 2 strikes on Padilla. Justin Lutz waits on deck for Spokane. Infield again looking for the double play ground ball as Vitus works from the stretch. Here's a pitch. Swing, fouled back into the screen. The count remains at no balls and 2 strikes. 306 down the left field line, 342 to left center, 387 to center. And you have the barn right out in the middle with about a 20-foot roof. Right center field, 354 and 326 down the right field line here at Story Field. Vitus ready again. Catcher sets up outside. Here's a pitch, and the fastball is high and outside for ball 1. Infield is artificial, as is the dirt area as well. So the ball gets to you pretty quickly. It does have some spring into it as well. Sometimes a chopper will go right over the infielder's head, and we have seen that happen a couple of times so far here in the tournament. Vitus is ready. Here's a pitch. Swing and fouled away. I think that might have caught our home plate umpire. He takes off his mask, gives the pitcher a ball, and he'll step back in. It looked like Courtney got hit on that one off the left shoulder, but he did. He's not whining. He's stepping back in. Well, the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes on Padilla. Padilla, 5 home runs, 32 RBIs on the year. One of 3 Sasquatch with 30 or more RBIs. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Curveball, fouled off. And the count remains at 1-2. Nice job that time by Padilla to foul off the pitch, as he's just able to flick the bat out at it and stays alive. Kind of cool out. It was 58 degrees at first pitch. And the rain really isn't supposed to come, if it comes at all, tomorrow morning, like a 50% chance of rain. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. And the count stays at 1-2. Padilla thought he had struck out, but he got a piece of the ball and went off the catcher, Olson. And the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. So again, one thing I've noticed that the batters here in the tournament are able to get a bat on the ball a lot. They really force the pitchers to earn their way to get an out. They fell off a lot of pitches, and that's not an easy thing to do. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball. It's going to twist foul, and the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. A lot of the fans who have come to the game are bundled up. Of course, then you look in the Tacoma dugout, and you got guys in there in T-shirts and shorts. So they're baseball players. What do you expect? But again, if you're coming out, and we encourage you to, bring your extra coat and probably a hat in case of the rain. Vitus is ready. Here's a 1-2 pitch, and a fastball is low, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Padilla. Runner at first, Vanderbert continues to draw the attention of Vitus, but has yet to show a move that he's going to go. Gets, I would say, an average lead, about 6 feet out, both feet in the cutout. He hasn't quite extended it a bit farther. There's another throw and a diving back into first base. And again, a close play, but safe at first. Vitus once again will work from the stretch. He toes the very right edge of the rubber as he works from the stretch. Here comes a 2-2 pitch, and a curveball is a little bit outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Padilla. Question is, does Brian Winston put the man in motion in the top of the first inning? No score. You do run the risk of getting in a strikeout, throw him out double play though. But a base hit also moves the runner easily into third base. There he goes. Here's a pitch. Swinging a line drive. Caught at third. It'll be an easy double play. Hit on the nose by the batter, Padilla. But Robillard was there. He tosses across the pogue. And a 5-3 double play. And Spokane is turned away here in the top of the first inning. For the Sasquatch, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. After a half inning of play, Spokane nothing. Tacoma coming to bat.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
We go to the bottom of the first inning as we have no score between Spokane and Tacoma. For Tacoma, the batting lineup is going to be Robillard, Vanderbrake, and Robbie Pogue. So Robillard will step on in. He'll face Marcus Kane. Marcus Kane on the year has a record of 5-2, 11 appearances, all 11 starts with 2 complete games. And the first pitch from the left-hander to Robillard is called strike 1. Kane on the year, a 3.86 earned run average. Robillard steps back in. Here is the pitch, and that fastball to knees, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Robillard. Robillard, the right-handed batter, and he takes the next pitch, and it misses for ball 1. Robillard on the year, 288 batting average, 1 home run, 35 RBIs. Here comes the next pitch, and that is inside corner, strike 3 called. Robillard strikes out to start the ball game as he'll go back to the bench, and Kane records his first strikeout of the afternoon. That'll bring up Justin Vanderbrake. You know, Marcus Kane was listed as one of the first team All-South pitchers, first pitch to Vanderbrake. Swung on a miss, strike one. So it's a pretty good hurler. Named the first team all-region team over the South. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That fastball inside corner, strike two. No balls and 2 strikes. So far he's bringing a lot of heat and got a strikeout, and he's quickly ahead in the count on the second batter, Vanderbrake, at 0-2. Vanderbrake will adjust the batting gloves, try and get the rhythm of Kane disrupted. Now he'll step back in. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, swinging a line drive into center field. On comes the center fielder, Vandervert, and you have to play it on a hop. So a 2-strike single as Vanderbrake hits the ball up the middle. And the first hit of the ball game for the Titans goes to Vanderbrake. That'll bring up Robbie Pogue. Pogue is the first baseman this afternoon for the Titans. Left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher. And the first pitch inside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Pogue. Tacoma, even with 40 wins on the year, comes in as the West #2 team. Finished behind LC. Comes a 1-0 pitch. That misses outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. 40-8 for Tacoma and a 20-5 league record. Runner takes his lead at first, and here's a pitch swinging. Another soft bouncer towards the shortstop, flips it to second for 1, really on to first, not in time. Hit it off the end of the bat, kind of threw me off. Thought I was going to go farther than that, but Edwards able to get it on the short hop, got it to Duncan. Duncan's quick relay not in time, as running down the line is Pogue, and now he'll be safe at first on the fielder's choice. There's 2 outs now as Vanderbrake retired 6-4. And bring to the plate Sam Olson. Olson, the catcher for the Titans. Feels like the wind is shifting once again as it's getting a little more dark here at Story Field. And the first pitch misses, low and away for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Olson. Olson on the year bats .361 with 7 home runs and 36 RBIs, which is second best on the team behind Vanderbrake's 58. Now a lob toss over to first base and Pogue back easily. No score, bottom of the first inning between Spokane and Tacoma. Tacoma is the home team in this contest. Kane is ready, and here's a pitch, swinging a line drive into center field. Vandervert is there, he reaches up, makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So the Titans pick up a base hit in the first inning, but unable to do anything with it. And so after 1 inning of play, your score: Spokane nothing, Tacoma nothing.
I chose Centralia College because I wanted to stay close at home while getting a great education. Playing for a smaller school has a strong sense of a community, and they just want to see you succeed. We're bigger than just a team. We're a big family. My name is Dylan. I play baseball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise, or t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. So we move to the top of the second inning. Both teams with a base hit in the first, but unable to do anything with it, as the line drive by Padilla turned into a double play as Summers was running on the pitch, and an easy 5-3 double play. So that'll bring up the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Spokane. Lutz, Edwards, and Duncan to face Josh Vitus. Left-hander Lutz steps on in, and here comes the first pitch. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. No balls and a strike on Lutz. Lutz at 293 on the year, 3 home runs, 34 RBIs. Second best on the Spokane team. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, and that is off speed and down low, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Defense playing him straight away. Now the center fielder, Green, shades him a bit to the right, and so does the left fielder, Deal. So they move over a little bit. The infield remains straight up. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball hit towards the second baseman. McIntosh goes to a knee. He's got it. Throws the first in time, and Lutz is retired for the first out of the second inning. Going to bring to the plate Jace Edwards. Edwards, a freshman out of Spokane, the shortstop here today. And he'll step on in for his first at bat. 1 out, bottom or top of the second, no score between Spokane and Tacoma. Here's Vitus's first pitch, and it's off speed and it's in the dirt, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Edwards. Vitus stands on the mound, now he's ready. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that fastball catches the corner, strike one. Jace Edwards at 241 batting average with 4 home runs and 24 RBIs. And as I mentioned, he's a freshman. Now here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that fastball, that's at the knees as well. And the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Jace Edwards. Brendan Duncan waits on deck for Spokane. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vitus with the ball on his right hip as he peers on in. Now shrugs his shoulders, and here comes a 1-2 pitch. And it's off speed and just outside for ball 2. Catcher was looking for that one there as Olson was hoping it caught enough of that 17-inch pentagon, but not quite. And the count evens out at 2-2. Vitus ready once again. And here comes a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball down the third base line. It'll go foul. And the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind just continues to blow in from center field. Occasionally, it's usually been in about the 10 to 12 mile range, but sometimes it's been picking up to about 15. Right now, it feels like it's more like 12 to 15 miles per hour, and it's blowing straight in. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. Fastball swing and a ground ball hit to the third baseman. Robilard's got it, throws the first in time, and Edwards is retired for the second out of the inning. Hard ground ball, but Robillard kept his glove on the ball, and he's able to reel it in. Throws to Pogue, and there's 2 up and 2 down now for Spokane here in the top of the second inning. Again, Spokane nothing and Tacoma nothing as Brendan Duncan comes to the plate. Duncan this afternoon, the second baseman for the Sasquatch. And the first pitch to him is a curveball, and he's looking at it, and he'll take it for a strike. No balls and a strike on Brendan Duncan. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That fastball misses, ball 1. Duncan on the year, 269, 4 home runs, 35 RBIs. The 35 RBIs leads the team by 1 over Lutz, and the home runs is just 1 behind Padilla. Here comes a 1-1 pitch, curveball swing, fouled away. And the count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. as Vitus looks on in again. Leaves the ball on his right hip. Now he brings his hands together and he's ready to go. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit. Foul. And the count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, third game of the day. This is game number 7 in your brackets. There can be as many as 15. But the team that comes into game 13 is hoping to make sure there's only 14. If there is a game 15, then everybody has at least, well, the last 2 teams will both have a loss, and winner take all final on Monday. Next pitch, cut on and fouled away again. Looks like it might have gone off the foot of Duncan as he hobbles around out there. Walk behind the home plate umpire and walk it off. Again, it's not the greatest weather, so it probably stings a little bit getting hit by the ball this afternoon. See in the center field shot that some of the bunting is flying around during the wind. As Vitus looks on in once again. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Swing and got him again. So Duncan got hit on consecutive pitches, and that one stung as well. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit NWACsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. Duncan trying to walk that off as he will step back up to the plate once again. Count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. No score here in the top of the second inning between Spokane and Tacoma. Here comes a wind in the delivery. That fastball hit down the third baseline. That's foul. Third baseman Robillard playing along the line, so it'd be pretty tough to get it past him. He's playing pretty deep as well, just a couple steps in front of the outfield grass, so he's back pretty deep. And once again, Vitus will have to deal the 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. Fastball and a line drive hit towards the second baseman and gloved there by McIntosh, and that will retire Duncan and the Sasquatch here in the second inning of play. For the Sasquatch, a 1-2-3 inning, no runs, no hits, no errors. After an inning and a half, your score is Spokane nothing, Tacoma nothing.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Bottom of the second inning, no score as Spokane and Tacoma do battle here in game number 7 of the NWAC Baseball Championships. And for the Tacoma Titans, Gagliardi, Grant, and McIntosh due up to face Kane. Gagliardi, the left-handed batter, the first pitch comes in and it misses high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Gagliardi, .333 batting average with 3 home runs, 24 RBIs. Next pitch swung on, lifted foul, and out of play down the left field line, and the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Kane's ready. He's a fast worker. He gets the ball and he's ready to go. Left-hander winds. Here's the pitch. Swing, fouled away again. The count now 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gagliardi. Gagliardi from Tacoma. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went fishing, came up empty, and he becomes the second strikeout victim of Vitus here in the ball game. So leadoff strikeout for Tacoma, and that'll bring to plate Gavin Grant. Grant, the shortstop for the Titans, and he takes the first pitch low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Gavin Grant. Kane's ready. Here's the next pitch. Swing, fouled away. And the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of the fans here in hoodies and things like that. Some stocking hats as well. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a drive into center field. Moving back on the ball is Vanderbert. He is there to make the catch for the second out of the inning. Grant hit it fairly well, but Vanderbert had him pretty well figured out, and he drifts on over into right center field to make the catch for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Cameron McIntosh. McIntosh, the second baseman here today for the Titans. As Kane delivers the first pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball hit to the second baseman. Duncan's got it. Throws to first. It's high and gets past the first baseman. Duncan kind of nonchalanted it there, and it went over the head of his first baseman, Dusham. And safe at first base on the air is McIntosh. Sure, Duncan, out of 100 throws, that's the only time that's going to happen. But it does here with 2 outs. And that's the first error of the ball game. That'll bring to plate R.J. Green. Green, the center fielder for the Titans. There goes the runner. There's a pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball. Charged by the shortstop. Edwards has got it. Throws the first in time. And Green is retired for the final out of the inning. The Titans get a runner on base, but unable to do anything about it. So after 2 innings of play, our score remains Spokane nothing, Tacoma nothing.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Top of the third for Spokane in a scoreless contest. Dusham, Lawson, and Brenneman due up for Spokane. They'll face Josh Vitus, who has given up just 1 base hit here in the first 2 innings. His counterpart, Kane, same deal, 1 base hit in 2 innings. And the first pitch to Dusham misses, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Jermaine Dusham. Right-handed batter facing the right-handed pitcher. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a chopper hit towards the shortstop. Backhanded there by Grant. Long throw to first in time, and Dusham retired for the first out of the inning. Ball hit into the hole, but Grant able to backhand it and throws a nice throw across the diamond to Pogue, and Dusham is retired. That'll bring up Kyle Lawson. Lawson, the designated hitter for the Sasquatch here this afternoon. First pitch to him, curveball. He's watching it, and it's going to be called a strike. No balls and a strike on Lawson. No score, top of the third inning between Spokane and Tacoma. Vitus ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball, chopped toward the second baseman. McIntosh jumps, throws to first in time, and Lawson's retired for the second out of the inning. 2 up and 2 down for Spokane here in the third, and they'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Levi Brenneman. We've had 8 retired in a row now by Vitus. He's only given up 1 base hit, then he was raced on a double play. First pitch, another chopper. Behind the bag, it's grubbed by Grant, throws the first in time, and Brenneman is out for the final out here of the third inning. For the Sasquatch, no runs, no hits, no errors, no left on base. After 2.5, Spokane nothing, Tacoma nothing.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College. We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
Bottom of the third inning, still no score between Spokane and Tacoma. Both teams with just 1 hit each. As we move to the bottom of the third, Deal, Robillard, and Vanderbrake due up for Tacoma. And the first pitch swung on, grounded towards the shortstop. Edwards, he's got it, throws the first in time for the first out of the inning. Oh, just like that, 1 pitch, 1 out. We go back to top of the lineup for Tacoma. Now to bring up Kenton Robillard. Robillard, the third baseman, is 0 for 1 today. Is only at bat, caught looking for the first of 2 strikeouts recorded by Vitus. Or I mean by Kane. Here's the first pitch, and he's taking it for a strike. So Kane is ready. Here's the next pitch. It's called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, Kane with 2 strikeouts so far. And there is the pitch, and it's fouled away. Kane is ready. Here's the next pitch, and that is in the dirt. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Robillard to be followed by Vanderbrake. And here comes the pitch, swinging a line drive. Caught at first base by Duchamp. Able to move to his right very quickly, makes the catch, and the out recorded. Well, Robillard hit it hard, but Duchamp able to make the catch for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Justin Vanderbrake. First pitch to him is in the dirt, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Vanderbrake, the only base hit for Tacoma here in the ball game. That came in the first inning. Here's the next pitch, swung on, bounced towards the shortstop. Edwards, he's got it, throws across in time, and Vanderbrake's retired, and so is Tacoma here in the third inning of play. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 3, it remains Spokane nothing, Tacoma nothing.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Find success at Pierce College, selected as one of the top 5 best community colleges in the nation. Pierce College offers more than 60 programs of study. Get started today at one of the nation's premier community colleges. Apply online at www.pierce.cddctc.edu. Pierce College, possibilities realized. Top of the 4th we go. In the top of the order for the Sasquatch, and it is Jordan Summers. Summers led off the ball game. First pitch swing, he got a base hit. Then he was taken out on the line drive double play. So he's 1 for 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Summer. As Vitus is ready. Here comes the pitch. That one misses away for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Vandervert and Padilla do up this inning as well for Spokane. Vitus puts that ball in his right hip before he's ready to go. Then he puts it in his glove, takes a deep shrug, and then pitches. Ball bounced down the third baseline, grabbed by Robillard, the quick throw to first in time. And Summers retired on the bang-bang play at first base. Little chopper down the third base line, charged nicely by Robillard, sets, throws, and got him by about a step. So Summers retired for the first out of the inning. Now it'll bring up to the plate Vandervert. Vandervert reached base on a fielder's choice. And he was the one who was doubled up in the double play on the line drive by Padilla. First pitch to him. Fastball misses outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Vandervert. Vandervert, not a very high batting average at just 198. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ball rolled towards the second baseman. McIntosh has got it. Sets, throws the first in time. Vandervert retired for the second out of the inning. This game moving right along here as there's 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. So Padilla steps up to the plate now with 2 outs in the 4th inning in a scoreless tie between Spokane and Tacoma. And Vitus is ready. First pitch to him. He's taking strike 1. Ten in a row now retired by Vitus after the base hit. Again, a long time as he looks on in. As Padilla is ready. Holds a bat upright, and here comes the 0-1 pitch. Curveball, inside corner, strike 2. Nice pitch that time as he just caught the inside part of the plate. And now ahead in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Well, Padilla steps back in again. A sophomore. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swing, popped up, left side, or right side rather. That's going to be down near the line in foul territory. The right fielder goes out there and he makes the catch for the final out. Nice job by Vanderbreek as he goes into foul territory on the right side of the line into right field, makes the catch, and Padilla fouls out for the third out of the inning. So after 3.5 innings rather, your score remains Spokane nothing, Tacoma nothing.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Bottom of the fourth we go, still a scoreless contest between Spokane and Tacoma, and the 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up for the Titans. First pitch from Kane is called ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Pogue, Olson, and Gagliardi due up for Tacoma. Here's the next pitch. That fastball, strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pogue. Pogue reached base on a fielder's choice back in the first inning of play, so he's 0 for 1. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kane's ready. Here's the next pitch. Swing, foul away. The count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, right now, Vitus is really on a roll. He's retired 11 in a row. Kane has retired the last 4 as that pitch misses low and away for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Pogue, leading off the 4th inning for Tacoma. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and that pitch is on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. Pogue tossed the bat away. He thought it was outside, and Jim Courtney said, nope, you're going back to the bench, buddy. And he strikes out for the first time this afternoon. 3rd strikeout of the ball game by Kane. That'll bring to plate Sam Olson. First pitch to him, swinging a bouncing ball down the third baseline. Gets past Brenneman, and on his way to second goes the runner. Here comes the throw to second, the tag, and he is out at second base. The throw from Summers to the second baseman Duncan, and Olson is retired at second base. Olson will probably get a base hit, but a nice throw from Summers to Duncan. 1 hopper and right on the money, and he is out of there. So a 7-4 put out for the second out of the inning. That'll bring to the plate Brock Gagliardi. So the single for Olson, he tried to turn it into a double, but a great play by Summers, and he erases Olson at second base. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike on Gagliardi. Still no score, bottom of the 4th inning between Spokane and Tacoma. Here comes a 1-1 pitch, bounces up to the plate for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Gagliardi. He's ready. So is Kane, and the pitch swung on, fouled away. And we're even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kane's ready. 2-2 pitch. And that's up and in. And did it get him or not? Nope. Gagliardi said it got me on the shirt. Home plate umpire said Jim Courtney, nope, did not, and the count is full. Was up and in though, but didn't quite get him. Here comes the 3-2 pitch, and that misses outside, ball 4. Well, Gagliardi, 2-out walk, and for Kane, that is his first walk of the ball game. He has struck out 3 so far, and that's his first walk of the afternoon. That'll bring to the plate the number 6 hitter for Tacoma, Gavin Grant. Grant this afternoon 0 for 1. Runner takes his lead at first. Here's the pitch and the fastball down the middle, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Grant. And Grant flied out to Vanderbilt in his only at bat. 2 hits on the ball game for Tacoma, just 1 for Spokane in a scoreless contest, bottom of the 4th. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That fastball at the letters, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on the hitter Gavin Grant. Again, this is a winner's bracket game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch, swing fouled away. Tacoma was ranked 3rd in the final poll of the year, and Spokane trying to find that real fast. Can't find it that fast. They were ranked 7th. There's a throw to first base, and he's back safely. Number 1 team is Everett, which we will see in a little bit against the number 2 ranked Lower Columbia team. And the pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, the Devils ranked 2nd and Everett ranked 1st. That should be a dandy ball game at 7:35. So far, this has been terrific too. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt. There goes the runner. Throw down to second base. It's on the shortstop side of the bag, and the swipe tag not in time. So Gagliardi goes down to second base. We'll see if it's a pass ball, or not a pass ball, a wild pitch, or just a steal. It was a wild pitch, okay? So a wild pitch allows Gagliardi to get down to second base. Almost a great throw by Olson, but on the wrong side of the bag. And Gagliardi now in scoring position. First Tacoma runner to get there, and the next pitch misses for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Grant. Cameron McIntosh awaits on deck for Tacoma. I don't think Spokane's gotten anybody to second bases either. They have not. This first runner of the whole game has gotten to second, Gagliardi. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing, fouled away. Hit the screen, and it kept the ball by a little awakened right there. And now he'll bring out some new baseballs for our home plate umpire. Fortunately, it hit the screen right there, because it was right there. I mean, you're not that far away. And he probably was sitting down when the pitch was swung at. And here we're ready to go. Comes a 3-2 pitch, swinging a ground ball wide at third base, knocked down by the shortstop. There'll be no play though, as that ball was hit wide of third, and a diving try there by Edwards. He's able to keep the ball in the infield as it got past Brenneman, and really there was just nowhere to go. Both diving after the baseball, and a nice stop by Edwards to keep Grant from picking up the RBI. So Gagliardi moves to third on the play, and Grant is at first on the infield base hit. So a couple of base hits now for Tacoma here in the 4th inning, and with 2 outs, Cameron McIntosh will try and deliver a run. Here's the pitch, swing, and a one-hopper hit towards the second baseman. Glove there, throw to first in time, and McIntosh is retired for the 3rd out of the inning. Couple of base hits for Tacoma, but nothing comes across. So after 4 innings of play, it remains Spokane nothing, Tacoma nothing.
Red Lion Hotels Corporation is built to thrive. With innovative programming and in-the-know staff, our hotel brands offer guests great stays and a chance to immerse in local culture. Red Lion Hotels and Red Lion Inn & Suites are better than ever. For travelers who want to get lost and discover adventure, we open the door to the best local experiences. We have reinvented the loyalty program. Introducing Hello Rewards, the first recognition-based loyalty program that encourages members to go further, fly higher, travel better, with tailor-made rewards. And we're not stopping yet. Presenting Hotel RL, our newest hotel brand. Inspired by the natural beauty of the Pacific Northwest, an uplifting, relaxed atmosphere, a staff that loves what they do. For adventurers at heart, Hotel RL will inspire an amazing journey. Our future has never been brighter. 3 strong brands, an expanding portfolio, industry-leading innovation with turnkey solutions, simple fee structures, areas of protection, continued support from day one. We make partnerships easy. Reach a new breed of traveler with RLHC.
Four innings in the book, no score between Spokane and Tacoma. And for Spokane, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters due up. Lutz, Edwards, and Duncan to face Vitus. Vitus has given up just the 1 hit so far. And here's the pitch. Fastball outside, ball 1. Lutz, this afternoon is 0 for 1. Grounded out to the second baseman McIntosh and is only at bat. Left-handed batter for Spokane. And Lutz a .293 batting average. Here comes a 1-0 pitch. And that's an outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Justin Lutz. Get another good look at him there. And Vitus is ready. Here's a 1-1 pitch. And that pitch is a bit wide for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Look on in from our center field camera there as Vitus is ready. And here comes a 2-1 pitch. That fastball a bit inside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike now on the leadoff batter here in the 5th inning, Justin Lutz. Again, no score. Right now, 11 consecutive batters retired by Vitus. And here comes a 3-1 pitch. And that is on the outside corner, strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on Lutz. Again, now it starts to lighten up the sky, so maybe we'll avoid any drizzle here this afternoon or into the early evening. But it's still a little chilly. Comes a 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing and a foul tip for strike 3. So Lutz fans to start the 5th inning of play. And for Vitus, that is his first strikeout of the afternoon. 12 consecutive batters he's now retired. That'll bring to plate Jace Edwards. Edwards grounded out to the third baseman Robillard in his only at bat. He is 0 for 1. Vitus ready, first pitch. Fastball, strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Edwards. Then Vitus, he's got his routine down. It's working today. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and he sends looks like a slider, and that delivers another strike. And it counts 0 balls and 2 strikes now on Jace Edwards. So Lutz was ahead in the count 3-1, and then Vitus able to come back to strike him out. Now he's ahead in this count, no balls and 2 strikes. See what he comes up with here. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swing at a ground ball, foul down the third base line. Past the diving Robillard. And the count remained at no balls and 2 strikes. Brendan Duncan awaits on deck for Spokane. Outfield straightaway, infield back deep. As Vitus gets the signals, takes a long time this time, and I got a feeling he's ready now. Thought the batter was going to step out. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and the fastball is high, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes now on Jace Edwards. Game has been going along pretty well. Started at 4:34. We're now in the top of the 5th inning, and it's 5:30, so moving along pretty well at the moment. Hopefully it'll stay that way. Here comes a 1-2 pitch, and that hit him. Got away and hit Edwards in the shoulder. Down to first base goes Jace Edwards. That stops the run of 12 consecutive batters retired by Vitus as he hits Jace Edwards, and he'll move on down to first base. That'll bring up Brendan Duncan. Duncan today is 0 for 1. He popped out to the second baseman McIntosh in his only at bat. So a runner at first base with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning for Spokane in a scoreless ball game. Vitus from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fastball, strike 1. No balls and a strike on Brendan Duncan. Duncan 269 on the year. Right-handed hitter. And now throw to first base, and back there is the runner. Again, slows down a little bit when you get a runner on base. Vitus was one of the pitchers selected first team West Region. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, and the ball hit to left field. That is a base hit. On his way to second base and on the way to third is the runner. And now we've got runners at first and third. Almost had contact between the shortstop and the runner going from first to third. But they avoided each other, so no obstruction. Even though the signal was given, there was no obstruction, and Duncan comes up with a base hit. So the hit and run works well that time as the shortstop had to move over, and Duncan knocks it between third and short, and now Spokane has runners at first and third and nobody out in a scoreless game. That'll bring up Jermaine Dusham. Dusham 0 for 1 today. But there's a ball hit back towards the pitcher, flipped to home, the tag, and he is out at home. Ball tapped back to the pitcher. Vitus got it. He flips it to Olsen. He puts the tag on the runner, Edwards, and he's out for the second out of the inning. So Edwards retired 1-2 for the second out of the inning, as Duncan will go down to second base and Dusham to first base on the fielder's choice. Ball tapped back to Vitus, who did a nice job as he underhanded it to Olsen, and Olsen able to apply the tag, and Jace Edwards is out for the second out of the inning. But runners out first and second with 2 out, and that'll bring up Kyle Lawson. Vitus is ready. First pitch, swing, popped up, out of play behind us, and the count no balls and a strike. Lawson rolled out to McIntosh in his only at bat. As that time, Brian Winston rolled the dice as the ball was hit back towards the pitcher's mound, and the runner went and didn't quite get home as he's tagged out just short of the dish. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That fastball catches the corner, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Lawson. Top of the 5th inning, and we're still scoreless here at Story Field in game number 7 of the NWAC Baseball Championships. Winner will play tomorrow afternoon at 5:35. The loser plays tomorrow morning at 11:05. That makes a lot of difference when you're a young kid playing baseball at 11:05 in the morning. Of course, the tournament starts with 9:35 a.m. games yesterday and today. Those are the tough ones to get ready for. Vitus is ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swinging, bouncing ball up the first base line. Knocked down there by Pogue. He'll run to the bag. Is he out? And out at first base. What a play. The ball knocked down there by Pogue. Pogue runs to the bag as the pitcher almost runs into him. Pogue touches the bag before the runner gets there, and the inning is over. An interesting inning to say the least, but Spokane unable to come up with any runs. So after 4.5 innings of play, your score is still Spokane nothing, Tacoma nothing.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
The NWAC is rallying behind Wounded Warrior Project, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to honor and empower wounded warriors. Wounded Warrior Project connects the more than 100,000 wounded warriors, family members, and caregivers it serves with programs that empower them to live their lives on their own terms. Thanks to generous donors, WWP is proud to offer these services free of charge. To get involved and learn more, visit woundedwarriorproject.org. Please join us in recognizing the veterans in attendance and the service and sacrifice they provided to our country. So there was a video review after the play, and it was really an odd-looking play when you watched it because the ball was hit hard up the first base line. Pogue got it. He ran to the bag, but Vitus was coming, his pitcher. He throws the brakes on, gets in the way. Pogue still steps on the bag and hurdles over his pitcher, and the runner was out at first base. Crazy things you see in baseball, but it worked out that time as the video review confirms the play that was called on the field. So Tacoma will come to the plate, still in a scoreless tie in the bottom of the fifth inning. 8, 9, and 1 hitters, Green, Deal, and Robillard to face Kane. And here's the first pitch. Fastball, a bit outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on R.J. Green. Green 0 for 1 today, rolled out to Edwards in his only at bat. Here's the next pitch. That bounces up to the plate for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on R.J. Green. Green for Tacoma just under the 300 mark at 296. And here comes Kane's 2-0 pitch. Swinging a bouncing ball past the diving third baseman and down the left field line. It'll go for extra bases as Green rounds first. Here comes the throw, the head first slide into second, and he is safe at second base. Green, an offset field double down the left field line as it got past Brenneman. He was right there, but he was unable to corral the ball, so it was run down by Summers down the left field line, and a quick throw to second base with the head first slide, not quite in time for the tag, to be applied, and safe at second base is Green. So Tacoma has a leadoff batter down at second base here in the bottom of the fifth. And stepping to the plate is Deal, and the first pitch is in the dirt for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Fourth base hit of the ball game for Tacoma, 2 for Spokane, but the important number is runs. 0 for both teams. No one has come home and touched the plate. So it is Ryan Mummert trying to elect for a bunt and move the runner into third base with the top of the order, or do they swing away? Here comes the pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit up the first base line. It's a foul. Just past a diving Duchamp. And the count is at 1 ball and 1 strike. Duchamp with the long, lanky body dives. And it's going to be hard to get a ball past him. You see him, he's right there, and he dives. And he was covering the bag, so it was just foul down the right field line. And the count is at 1 ball and 1 strike. Deal trying to give his team the lead here as we're in a scoreless ball game. Kane from the stretch. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit up the middle. Backhanded there by the second baseman McIntosh. He throws the first, or rather Duncan, he throws the first and Deal's retired for the first out of the inning. Down to third base goes Green. So Deal does his job as he moves the runners up by rolling it to the right side of the bases, and that'll bring up Kenton Robillard. So Robillard 0 for 2 today. Now his job is to either get a base hit or a fly ball deep enough to get the runner in for the first run of the game. And he takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Kenton Robillard. Robillard struck out in the first and lined out to the first baseman his last at bat. So he's 0 for 2 this afternoon. No score, the infield moving up to medium depth. Here comes the bunt. Here comes the runner down the line. The ball fielded by the pitcher. They'll throw it at first, and safe at first base is the runner. The throw to the second baseman was offline as it was grabbed by Kane. He throws, and the first, well, boy, it's going to be a tight one. This might be a video review as the second baseman, they say, was not on the bag, and the run will score. So Green will score. And it will be ruled an error. So an error, we'll see if it's a sacrifice, and then the error, or is it just a plain error on the pitcher, which brings the run in. That's probably what it was, an error on the pitcher. As we see the play again, it was just a high throw. They called the error on the second baseman. Here's the pitch. Swing, popped him up on the right side of the infield, foul territory. The first baseman Duchamp there to make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Vanderbeek fouls out. Now there are 2 outs. And that'll bring up Robbie Pogue. So first blood drawn here by Tacoma here in the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch swinging, and that's a single into center field for Robbie Pogue. So he shoots it right up the middle, and now with a run in, Tacoma has runners at first and second with 2 outs though now in a 1-0 game. That'll bring up Sam Olson. So Pogue picks up his first hit of the ball game. Now 5 hits for Tacoma, 4 here in the last 2 innings. It looks like they are now starting to figure out Marcus Kane, as that'll bring Olson up to the plate. Olson is 1 for 2 today. A single his last at bat, tried to stretch it into a double, and he goes thrown out at second. Here comes the first pitch to him, and he takes it for a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Olson. So Tacoma strikes first here in the bottom of the 5th and has the 1-0 lead. Runners with their leads. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Kane took a little bit off on that pitch. Now he's in front of the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Kane is ready once again. So is the batter Olson. Comes the 0-2 pitch, swing, popped him up, foul territory, and it will go out of play, and the count stays at 0-2. Centralia College is your college for associate degrees, bachelor degrees, and job training. Apply now to get a jump on classes and financial aid. Application is easy and free. Visit www.centralia.edu for details. Centralia College, go boldly. Count remains at 0-2 on Olson as Kane is ready. Looks back to second. Here is the pitch. That misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on the hitter Olson. Bottom of the 5th as Tacoma has taken the lead here by a score of 1-0. An error and a couple base hits have led to the run. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball past a diving third baseman and down the left field line. That will pick up another run as scoring from second base is Robillard to throw to second base, and out at second base is Olson. So for the second time today, Olson has tried to stretch a single into a double, and he's been thrown out at second base. Summers ran the ball down the line, throws to second base, and the second baseman there with the tag and out there. And for the second time today, Olson is retired 7-4. But Tacoma picks up a couple of runs here on the inning on 3 base hits. There was 1 error and 1 runner left on base. After 5 innings of play, South Tacoma 2, Spokane nothing.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
Tacoma picks up 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Now has a 2-0 lead as we go to the top of the 6th inning. For Spokane, the 9, 1, and 2 hitters are due up to face Josh Vitus. Brenneman, Summers, and Vanderbilt for the Spokane Sasquatch. So Vitus working with the lead for the first time this afternoon as his team picked up a couple runs bottom of the 5th. First pitch is a fastball to Brenneman, strike 1. The ball's on a strike on Levi Brenneman. 0 for 1 today, grounded out to the shortstop Grant in his only at bat. Finally, it appears like the sky is getting a little bit brighter here. It's been pretty gloomy all day. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That fastball catches the edge, strike 2. Brenneman not thrilled with that call. And he'll take a look down to his coach, Ryan Winston, down the third baseline. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. Top of the 6th inning now in a winner's game. Tacoma outfielder, center fielder moving to the right center field as the pitch misses outside for ball 1. As Green was behind second base, now he's shifted on over to right center field, and the right fielder Vanderbeek has moved over as well. Again, there's some room in left center field if Brenneman can hit it there. Vitus ready. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Swing, foul back to the screen. And the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, one more game this afternoon. Will actually be this evening by the time we get going, as Everett and Lower Columbia are set for a 7:35 start. And for the fans planning on coming out, bring your heavy coats and sweaters tonight. It's going to be a little chilly. Here's the pitch outside for ball 2. One thing you have to say about baseball fans in the Northwest, they are a hardy group. They will come and watch their teams in 40-degree weather, 30-degree weather, in the snow, in the rain, especially college fans. They really do come out and support the local teams. It is amazing how many come out. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and that's low and outside for ball 3. I remember watching a Gonzaga game on ESPN about a week and a half ago. Night game, place was half full. It's Gonzaga. Watched a Cougar game with 5 feet of snow pushed behind the stands. A lot of people at that game too. You guys are nuts. Here's a 3-2 pitch, swing, fouled away. Remember my day when I was in Pullman, we did the same thing though. There you see a picture of a couple fans with their blankets on. That's probably required this afternoon and tonight. Outerwear like that, keep yourself warm. Bring the blankets. Vitus is ready. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Fastball just misses outside for ball 4. Well, Brenneman will lead off the 6th inning with a leadoff walk for Spokane. And for Vitus, that is his first walk of the ball game. He did hit a batter earlier, but this is the first time he has walked anybody here this afternoon. So we'll go to the top of the lineup for Spokane and Jordan Summers. Summers 1 for 2 today. A single lead off the game and grounded out to the third baseman Robillard. Left-handed batter, first pitch to him, and he takes it inside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Summers. Tacoma scored 2 in the bottom of the 5th inning to take the 2-0 lead over the Sasquatch. Tacoma with 40 wins on the year, a 40-8 record, 20-5 in the West. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner. Swing, fly ball hit into center field. Moving on over is Green. Now he'll come on in. He makes the catch for the first out of the inning. So Summers a can of corn fly ball for the first out of the inning. As Green was there, and that'll bring to the plate Vandervert. Vandervert, the number 2 hitter, center fielder here today. And the left-handed batter has been on base, reached base on a fielder's choice, but no hits so far today. First pitch, swing, foul away. Strike 1. Vandervert, thought was a first or second team all-selection out of the East, but I don't see his name anywhere. I guess I got that wrong. I was going to check that out. Here's a throw to first base, and back easily there is Brenneman. As the count is 0 balls and 1 strike on Vandervert. Vandervert from Spokane, a sophomore as well. Runner takes his lead at first, and here's a pitch, and it misses for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Vandervert. And Vitus does take his time when he's out on the mound. Very deliberate worker. Here's a pitch and the fastball inside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Vandervert. Deep in the box once again. A lot of these kids are deep in the box. They put 1 foot right on the back line. Here comes a 2-1 pitch, and it's inside. The runner goes down, and they throw it back to first base, and safe at first base is Brenneman. Brenneman looked like he was trying to steal second, maybe got a bad jump, and then he had to hurry back. Maybe he thought the ball was going to get away. A quick throw to first base, and back safely is Brenneman. Well, the count 3 balls and 1 strike now on Vanderbilt. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Vitus ready. Here's the pitch. Swinging a fly ball. Hit into right center field and deep. Back on the ball is Green. Short of the warning track. He'll make the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Vanderbilt gave that a pretty good ride. But again, you've got to hit it a long ways here to knock it out. And just short of the warning track. Run down there by Green for Tacoma. So 2 outs now. And that'll bring to the plate Christian Padilla for Spokane. Tacoma is still leading by a score of 2-0 here in the top of the 6th inning. As Vitus will continue to work from the stretch. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. And a fastball down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on the number 3 hitter, Padilla. Padilla leads the team in home runs with 5. Slugging percentage of .434. And 32 RBIs. Vitus, quick throw to first base. Not a very big lead over there by Brenneman anymore after he was almost picked off. So he's staying a little closer to the bag right now. He's not even to the cutout. Held on there by Pogue. Vitus is ready. Here comes the pitch. And that fastball misses away for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Padilla. Again, fun time of the year for amateur athletics with all the state tournaments going on, this as well. A lot of local teams involved at all the levels. Here's a pitch swung at and fouled, and it looked like it took a bite out of the catcher there as Olson's going to walk that off. It came up and clipped him, so he'll try and work that off as the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, a couple of local softball teams in the state finals. Also, one of the local baseball teams in the state semifinals at the 2B level. That's Kalama, just about 8-10 miles south of us. See if we can get a score later in this broadcast. And ball is hit towards the left side, off the glove of the shortstop into left field for a base hit. Grounded deep into the hole by Padilla. Grant ranged over there, dives after it, just kicks off his glove, and Padilla has his first base hit of the ball game. So now down to second base goes Brenneman, and Padilla at first on the base hit. For Spokane, it's third base hit of the ball game, but now with 2 outs, they have a runner in scoring position as Padilla is at first and Brenneman at second in a 2-0 ball game. The Tacoma leads. That'll bring the plate Justin Lutz. Lutz today 0 for 2. Grounded out to the second baseman, struck out swinging in the 5th. Vitus is ready. Here's the pitch. And it's a strike. No balls and a strike on Lutz. Lutz, left-handed batter for Spokane. Kid out of Snoqualmie, sophomore. See the wind blowing on his jersey, that blue jersey with the number 22 on it. Wind again starting to blow in from center field. Now Vitus is ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes now on Lutz. Opportunity for Spokane here to cut into the lead as it trails by a score of 2-0. But there are 2 outs. Brenneman at second, Padilla at first. Vitus looking for the third out of the inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing, fly ball hit to left field, slicing away from the left fielder. A long run, he dives, it's off his glove. It'll score 2 runs as here comes from first base Padilla, and the ball game is tied. A fly ball slicing down the left field line by Lutz. A long run for Deal. He dives, it hits his glove in fair territory. He can't hold on to it, and a couple of runs score on the play. A fantastic effort by Deal, but it hit off the heel of his glove. Scoring easily is Brenneman from second, Padilla right behind him, and we are tied at 2. So a 2-out double by Lutz picks up a couple RBIs, and we are tied at 2. Lutz now down at second with 2 outs, and now a timeout called. Clutch hitting there by Spokane as they're able to tie the ball game up. As Brenneman scores from second, and all the way to first is Padilla. We'll see if we're going to have a pitching change or not, as we're going to have a conference out there as Vitus is being talked to by his coach. Fans, don't forget to check out the official tournament merchandise for t-shirts, sweatshirts, Under Armour gear, and more. Everything is fully customizable. Get your tournament gear today. Supplies are limited. Visit them online at nwacstore.com/NWAC. So we are tied at 2 with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors for Spokane. 2 runs and 6 hits and no errors for Tacoma. So a 2-out double by Lutz to the offset field picks up a couple of runs, and we're tied at 2. Perhaps we're going to get a video review. Yeah. But to me, it looked fair on the replay, and I think we are going to get a video review, so we will. And that is one of the things you can check is a fair foul ball. So we'll have to wait to see what the decision is as the umpires will go to check it out.
We will have a video review.
So right now we are tied at 2, depending on the video review. The ball was slicing down the left field line. Deal had a long run towards the ball. He dives after it. It hits off the heel of his glove. And it's very easily fair because he dives and the ball hits while he's in the grass. So yeah, that's a no-brainer. That one's going to be easy. I know we're not supposed to comment on that, but that ball was in the grass when it was touched. So that's not going to be much of a review. That will not take them long at all to decide that one. So the play should stand and tie the ball game at 2-2. Right now, 2 outs and a 2-2 tie here in the top of the 6th inning. We'll wait on that and remind you that there will be one more game here this afternoon as Lower Columbia will play Everett, and play has been confirmed. Because yeah, it was a pretty easy call once you saw it on the video that the ball hit in the grass before it rolled into the dirt. And you can't blame coaches for trying to ask that call. If you're Ryan Mummert, you're hoping to get that call. But the play will remain, and we're tied at 2. So the runner at second, Lutz, takes his lead. The pitch misses low for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Jace Edwards. Edwards today is 0 for 1, grounded out in the second, hit by a pitch in the 5th. Edwards, a right-handed batter, facing the right-handed pitching Josh Vitus. Now a throw back to second base, and back safely there is Lutz. And sticking in behind him is Grant. sudden now starting to break. Well, perhaps we'll get a little bit better weather out here. Still not the warmest, but, you know, it is Western Washington. And it is after 6 o'clock. And it's 56 degrees right now. And it's Memorial Day weekend, so you're going to get what you get here. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a line drive into center field. Right there, though, is Green. He's there to make the catch for the final out of the inning. Edwards hit it hard, but he hit it right at the center fielder, and that will retire Spokane here in the 6th inning. But they pick up a couple of runs on 2 base hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. After 5.5 innings of play, your score is now Spokane 2, Tacoma 2.
I chose Centralia College because I wanted to stay close at home while getting a great education. Playing for a smaller school has a strong sense of a community, and they just want to see you succeed. We're bigger than just a team. We're a big family. My name is Dylan. I play baseball at Centralia College, and I go boldly.
We're now in the bottom of the 6th inning in a 2-2 ball game between Tacoma and Spokane, and Brock Gagliardi will lead off for the Titans. Gagliardi today is 0 for 1, and he takes the first pitch from Kane for strike 1. No balls and 1 strike on Gagliardi. Struck out in the 2nd, walked, and made it all the way to third base before he was stranded back in the 4th. Next pitch is also called a strike, so he's behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Grant will follow him, and McIntosh, the third batter expected this inning. Here comes Kane's 0-2 pitch, and the curveball is high, ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Gagliardi. Kane ready. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called. Gagliardi walks away as he fans to start the 6th inning for Tacoma, and for Kane, his 4th strikeout of the ball game. Walla Walla Community College athletes follow traditions of excellence in soccer, volleyball, basketball, baseball, softball, golf, and rodeo. WWCC Warriors are proud to compete in the NWAC. Up to the plate comes Gavin Grant, and he takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and 1 strike on Grant. Here's the next pitch. That misses inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Gavin Grant. He is 1 for 2 in the ball game, flied out to the center fielder and had an infield base hit. Kane works quickly as he gets the ball, and he's just ready to go. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and that fastball is inside for ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Kane has only walked 1 batter here in the ball game. He has struck out 4. And the lefty is ready. Here's the 3-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball. Hit to the third baseman. Gloved there by Brenneman. And that will retire Grant for the 2nd out of the inning. So a 5-3 put out, and that's 2 up and 2 down for Tacoma here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll bring to the plate Cameron McIntosh. McIntosh today is 0 for 2, reached base on an error in the 2nd, and grounded out to the 2nd baseman Duncan, his last at bat. Kane is ready. First pitch. Fastball swing, fouled away, out of play. And the count, no balls and 1 strike. 2 runs for Tacoma in the bottom of the 5th. 2 runs for Spokane in the top of the 6th. Now Tacoma trying to answer and reclaim the lead. 2 outs though, nobody on. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing, fouled away again. And the count, no balls and 2 strikes on McIntosh. New baseball's brought into Jim Courtney, our home plate umpire. And Kane's ready to go again. You get a look at him there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That pitch is outside and high for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes on McIntosh. And you win. You play tomorrow at 5:35. Here's the next pitch. And that's down low to the check swing, and they will appeal. Nope, did not go. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. If you lose, you got to play tomorrow at 11:05 against Mount Hood. It becomes a lot tougher to win an NWAC championship if you lose one of your first 2 games. There's the next pitch, misses low for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes on McIntosh. 2 outs. Infield back deep. Outfield straight away. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing, bouncing ball, foul, down the third base line. The count remains at 3-2. Again, Everett and Lower Columbia set for a 7:35 start. That ought to be a dandy. Lower Columbia, the 2-time defending champs, and Everett ranked number 1. That should be a fun one. Come on out, enjoy it. See who wins. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Fastball swing, chopped towards the shortstop. Glove there by Edwards, throws to first. It's a low throw, and safe at first base is McIntosh. Hustling down the line, Edwards scooped it up, takes a couple of runs for a couple of steps rather, and throws, and it's not in time, and safe at first base is McIntosh. So McIntosh with a great hustle, able to beat out the infield base hit, and with 2 outs, that'll bring up R.J. Green. Edwards with a couple of steps before he threw the baseball, and it cost him. There goes the runner. Pitch is high, throw down to second base on a hop to tag, and he is safe at second base. Stolen base by McIntosh on the first pitch. The throw from Olson, not in time. Or I mean from Lutz. I heard someone talking here. And the count's 0 balls and 1 strike. So McIntosh steals second base, and now Tacoma a chance to reclaim the lead with 2 outs. 0 balls and 1 strike on R.J. Green. Kane out of the stretch. Here's the pitch, and that curveball is down, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Green. Green today 1 for 2, grounded out to the shortstop and had a double and scored a run in the 5th when Tacoma picked up its first 2 runs. Here's the pitch. That misses high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Green. Kane stands, now he's ready. There goes the runner from second. Here's the pitch, and there'll be no throw. Now some more yelling, and I'm not sure what they're hollering at the home plate umpire for, but that's 2 times in a row that McIntosh is stolen, and you hear a fan all over our home plate umpire. Well, the count now 2 balls and 2 strikes, and at third base is McIntosh. Here's the pitch, misses outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Kane trying to get out of trouble here as the count is full. Green steps back in. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, knocked down by the catcher. Nice job there by Lutz to keep the ball from getting past him. And Green goes down to first base on the walk. For Kane, his second walk of the ball game. That'll bring up to the plate Zach Deal. Deal, the number 9 hitter for the Titans, is 0 for 2 today. A couple of ground outs to the shortstop and the second baseman. Runners at the corners now for Tacoma in a 2-2 ball game. Deal steps in. Kane from the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it misses wide. Ball one. 1 ball and no strikes on Deal. Deal a .313 batting average. So he's no slouch at the plate. But he's 0 for 2 today, and he's hitting in the 9 spot. See if he can deliver with 2 outs. Kane's ready. There goes the runner from first. Pitch is high, and no throw down to second base, and down to second base goes Green. So now runners at second and third for Tacoma, and the count 2 balls and no strikes on Deal. Base hit definitely scores 1. We'll see if Green's got enough speed to score from second. Kane is ready, out of the stretch again. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that misses wide again for ball 3. Well, Kane's lost a little bit of control here in the inning as he's walked 1. Got a couple of runners at second and third. Count 3-0 on Deal. Here's the pitch. That fastball, strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on the number 9 hitter. Temperature's rising a little bit. Temperature rising on the field as well, even though it's a cold afternoon. And a 2-2 ball game as we're getting late, bottom of the 6th. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that is at the knees, strike 2. He rang him up for strike 3, but that's only strike 2. Now Jim Courtney's really gonna get it from everybody. That's strike 2. He put the strike 3 punch out on him, and it's strike 2. So the count goes full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. That's one thing you don't want to do. Well, here we go. Count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes on Deal. Here is the pitch, and that is low, ball 4. So back-to-back walks issued to Green and now Deal, and that loads the bases with 2 outs, and we go back to the top of the order for Tacoma and Robillard. 4 strikeouts and 3 walks by Kane, but back-to-back walks here in the bottom of the 6th inning, and that will bring a meeting at the mound. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit NWACsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. So 3 straight batters have gotten on base for Tacoma here. The first 2 batters were retired, then an infield base hit, and now a pair of walks and the bases are loaded. And really, the hustle play by McIntosh and the ground ball hit to short. Edwards had a couple of steps before he threw the ball to first base, and it cost him as McIntosh busted his rear end down the line and just beat the throw. That kept the inning alive. Now we've got the bases loaded with 2 outs on top of the order for Tacoma and Kenton Robillard. 2-2 is your score with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning between Spokane and Tacoma. Kane is ready. First pitch. Swing popped up. Right field line. That's going to be a tough play in fair territory. It goes off the glove of the first baseman. That'll pick up a couple of runs as a little blooper down the right field line by Robillard. The first baseman, Dusham, trying to get out there. It went over his shoulder. He touched the ball in fair territory, and that'll pick up a couple of runs. That was a tough play as Dusham looks over his shoulder. Ball lands in fair territory down the right field line, and that picks up a couple runs there. McIntosh scores from third. R.J. Green scores from second. Down to third goes Deal. And at first base with the 2 RBI single is Robillard. So it's now 4-2 Tacoma with 2 outs here in the 6th. All this coming with 2 outs. There goes the runner from first. Pitch misses outside, a fake throw down to second. And down to second base goes Robillard. So he'll pick up the stolen base. Now 2 more runners in scoring position. Again, this is all because Cameron McIntosh really hustled down the first base line, got the infield base hit. Pitch is inside and high for ball 1. If he doesn't run as hard as he can down there, he's thrown out, and this inning is over. But he reached base on an infield hit, couple of walks, and then a little blooper down the right field line, and bang, 2 runs in for Tacoma. And that's the margin right now. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's Kane's pitch, swinging a ground ball, hit into the hole. Underneath the glove of the shortstop, that'll pick up a run. And Tacoma adds on again with 2 outs. We'll see how that one scored. It was hit deep into the hole, and I believe that'll be called a base hit. And it has been ruled a base hit. So Vanderbeek picks up an infield base hit and an RBI, as scoring from third is Zach Deal. It's now 5-2, and Marcus Kane is going to be pulled out here in this ball game. Really can't blame him. It was just a great hustle play by McIntosh to beat the throw by Edwards, and since then everything fell apart for the Spokane team, as a couple of walks, a little blooper down the right field line, and an infield base hit, and 3 runs are in for Tacoma here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They now have a 5-2 lead, and now we'll have a pitching change for the Sasquatch. Coming on in to throw for Spokane will be Colton Charnholm. Charnholm, a left-hander freshman out of Belgrade, Montana. He will replace Kane, and Charnholm on in to try and stop Tacoma from picking up another run here. So 3 runs in here on the inning in the bottom of the 6th for the Tacoma Titans. They now have a 5-2 lead. Walla Walla Community College athletes follow traditions of excellence in soccer, volleyball, basketball, baseball, softball, golf, and rodeo. WWCC Warriors are proud to compete in the NWAC. So Charnholm in to try and stop the run from increasing for Tacoma, as they have scored 3 with 2 outs. Charnholm on the year has a record of 3-1. He's appeared in 2 games. He has 12 games. He has started in 2, has 1 save on the year, and an ERA of 3.60. 35 innings, he's given up 29 hits, walked 15, and struck out 39. So that'll bring to the plate now. Ravi Pogue will step to the plate for the Titans, as this is the 8th batter in the inning now for Tacoma. Again, it started just innocently, 2 quick outs, and now the next 5 batters have reached base, and 3 of those have scored. Runners at first and third. Vanderbeek is at first, and now down at third is Robillard. Throw to first base, and back there is Vanderbeek. Charnholm, left-handed thrower. Another throw to first base, and again back safely is Vanderbeek. 5 runs, 9 hits for Tacoma. And here's the pitch. A lot of people calling for a balk, but apparently not. And one of them is the third base coach for Tacoma, Ryan Mummert. And no call, and the pitch is called strike 1. Heard a lot of people calling a balk there. Not sure what he did. We'll have to watch. Here comes the pitch, and it's a curveball, a little bit inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Pogue. Pogue this afternoon is 1 for 3. Reached base in a fielder's choice, struck out in the 4th, and a single back in the 5th. Here comes a 1-1 pitch outside. And a nice grab there by Lutz to keep the ball in front of him. Runner at third, Robillard, was Thought the ball might get away. He's ready to move. Action in the Tacoma bullpen now as well. Charnholm comes home with a pitch again. It misses outside for ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike. Now on the hitter Pogue. Long inning for Tacoma here. And longer inning if you're a Spokane fan. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That's well outside, ball 4. So Charnholm walks the first batter that he has faced. This will be the 9th batter of the inning. Sam Olson. So 2 outs here in the 6th inning. And a 5-2 score. And the base is loaded. Here's a pitch. And it's a strike. No balls and a strike on Olson. Olson is 2 for 3 today. He flied out in the first and a couple of base hits in the 4th and 5th. And interestingly, both times trying to stretch base hits into doubles as he hit him down the third base line. The left fielder threw him out at second. Here's another bouncing ball down the third base line. That's foul. And the left fielder for Spokane, Summers, is way over towards left center. And Olson is hit 2 down the left field line. You would think maybe he'd be playing more towards the line, but he is a long way away. If he hits it down there again, it'll be an easy 2 runs, perhaps 3. 0-2's the count on Olson. Here's a pitch, swing, and popped up. Left side of the infield, the shortstop is there. Edwards reaches up, makes the catch, and Olson is retired, and so is Tacoma here in the 6th inning of play. But Tacoma bats around as it picks up 3 runs in the inning on 3 base hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base. The score now after 6 innings of play is Tacoma 5, Spokane 2.
LCC has definitely prepared me to transfer to Oregon State because it's helped me with my study skills. I'm a much harder worker than I was in high school.
I had a great support base by the staff, and I've made some great friends that I think I'll carry on with my life.
I've definitely loved my classes. I've learned a lot. It's been a healthy environment.
Don't be afraid to branch out. The people here are awesome. I'm going to be in it for a while, but down the road I'll be finishing up and be ready to join the workforce.
Well, Josh Vitus has a bit of breathing room right now as we go to the top of the 7th inning. His team leading by a score of 5-2. 5 runs in the last 2 innings for the Titans. And they've also collected 8 base hits in the last 3 innings of play. And they have 9 total here this afternoon. Well, now it'll be up to Spokane to try and chip away at the lead as we're into the top of the 7th inning. And they're trailing by a score of 5-2. Duncan, Dusham, and Lawson due up for Spokane here in the top of the 7th. Vitus's first pitch, fastball outside corner, strike 1. Duncan on the day is 1 for 2, popped out to the second baseman, and a single to left field back in the 5th. Vitus again, he's a very deliberate worker. Takes that deep breath, and here comes the 0-1 pitch. And that fastball misses. For ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike on the leadoff hitter for Spokane here in the 7th, Duncan. Infield plays back. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. That fastball misses. For get my numbers wrong again. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. There's a pitch, swing and a fly ball. Hit to right field. Moving back on the ball is Van der Break. He is there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. So Duncan flies out to Van der Break to lead off the top of the 7th inning. That'll bring the plate Duchamp. Jermaine Duchamp is 0 for 2. Duchamp is 0 for 2, as we mentioned, grounded out to the shortstop, reached base on a fielder's choice. First pitch from Vitus misses for ball 1. Duchamp on the year, .291 batting average, 1 home run, 18 RBIs. Big right-handed hitter. Vitus is ready. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Fastball check swing, called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Duchamp. Lawson awaits on deck for Spokane. Get a look at him there. And Vitus is ready. Here's a 1-1 pitch, and the pitch misses way outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on Duchamp. Vitus again stands on in. And here's the delivery. Swing, popped him up behind us and out of play. And they got even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jermaine Duchamp wears the number 42 on his back. And a sophomore out of Spokane as well. So he stayed close to home to play baseball for the Sasquatch. Vitus again steps on the rubber. And here comes the wind and the delivery. 2-2 pitch, and that fastball is upstairs for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Infield plays back. Outfield straight away now as the center fielder Green moves back behind the bag at second base, straight behind it. He had been shaded to right center. Here's a 3-2 pitch, and it's high, ball 4. So Duchamp picks up a walk. And with 1 out, that'll bring the plate Kyle Lawson. Again, a few fans trickling on in here for the final game this evening between LCC and Everett. Set for a 7:35 start. We were cruising right along for quite a while, and then the last inning and a half has really slowed down. Stepping to the plate is Lawson, shoots the ball up the middle, past the diving shortstop into center field for a base hit. Well, Lawson, first pitch swinging, shot it through the box, got past Vitus and the diving Grant behind second base, and Spokane has runners at first and second with 1 out. Down to second base goes Duchamp, and at first base is Lawson, and that'll bring up Levi Brenneman. Brenneman today is 0 for 1, walked and scored a run in the 6th, and grounded out back in the 3rd. So the tying run comes to the plate now for Spokane and Brenneman. It's now Vitus will have to work out of the stretch once again. Again, there is warm-up activity in the Tacoma bullpen. Here's the first pitch, swing and a high pop-up, left center field. Moving on in is Deals, a long run, and the ball hits the ground. Throw down to third base, and Duchamp is out. A little pop-up between short left field and the shortstop, and it falls to the grass, as I'm not sure who touched it, if the shortstop or the left fielder. Neither one of them did, but it's grabbed by the left fielder Deal. He throws to third, and Duchamp is out by about 6 feet. So fielder's choice as Duchamp is thrown out, 9-5 for the second out of the inning. Down to second base goes Lawson. And maybe Duchamp should have been down a little bit farther towards third base. But that was a tough play as that ball was really hitting no man's land. And the pitch comes in high for ball 1. So Duchamp thrown out at third base for the second out. Down to first base goes Brenneman. Lawson at second, but now there's 2 outs in a 5-2 game that Spokane trails. Top of the order in Summers. Vitus from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Fastball down the middle, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Summers. Summers today 1 for 3, a single lead off the ball game. grounded out in the 4th and flied out in the 6th. Left-handed batter. Another Spokane resident. And he's a freshman. Comes a 1-1 pitch. That off-speed pitch misses high and away for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike on the leadoff batter, Summers. Spokane trying to at least pick up 1 run this inning to chip into the lead as it's down by 3. Runners at first and second with 2 outs though. Vitus is ready. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. That fastball swung on. Fouled out of play down the left field line and out of the ballpark. And the count stays at 2, or moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Vitus still appears to have good stuff. He's only given up 5 hits in the ball game. 3 here in the last 2 innings, though. Or perhaps Spokane is getting a read on him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Vitus's pitch. Fastball way outside and high for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Looks like Vitus tried to put a little extra on that one, and it sailed high and away, and now the count goes full. With 2 outs, gives the runners an opportunity to move with a pitch. A base hit should certainly score Lawson from second. Perhaps a gapper maybe gets 2 runs in. Summers is ready. Runners with their leads. There they go, and swing at a bouncing ball. Hit towards the second baseman. McIntosh has got it, throws the first in time. Summers is retired, and so is Spokane here in the 7th inning of play. For the Sasquatch, no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, 2 runners left on base. 6.5 in the books. Tacoma 5, Spokane 2.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC. Be your resourceful self at Clark College.
New pitcher for Spokane as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, as Charno only went 1/3 of an inning. No, 1 1/3 inning. No, he went 1/3, yeah, bottom 7. So he went 1/3 of an inning. And no hits, no runs, no strikeouts, 1 walk. So Court Dietrich will now come in for Spokane, and he will face Brock Gagliardi. Gagliardi takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. He is 0 for 2 today, a couple strikeouts and a walk. Dietrich's ready. Next pitch, check swing, he went, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dietrich on the year has appeared in 15 games, has a record of 0-2 and a bloated ERA. Here comes a 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. His ERA is 8.35. He has worked in 18 1/3 innings, given up 20 base hits, walked 11, in that 18 innings. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Gagliardi strikes out for the first out of the inning, and Dietrich comes in and strikes out the first batter he faces. So 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. And bring the plate Gavin Grant. 5-2, Tacoma leads Spokane. And Grant looking for his second base knock of the afternoon. Takes the pitch inside as he shows the bunt. Dietrich busted it inside. I think for a moment, Grant's going, oh man, glad it didn't hit me. Dietrich throws hard. He throws really hard out there. Sophomore out of Sela. Sela usually one of the good teams in 1A baseball. Pitch misses up and in for ball 2. Recall they've won a couple of state championships. So they're 2A school now, but they have won, I remember, state championships in baseball. Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. The count, 2 balls and 1 strike now on the hitter Grant. Dietrich is ready. Here's the pitch, shows the bunt, hit the bat twice, so it's a foul ball. So the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. As Dietrich will step back on the mound once again. Here comes the next pitch and a fastball up and in for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes now on the hitter, Gavin Grant. Dietrich ready, here's the pitch, broken bat, ground ball hit to Dietrich. He throws the first in time for the second out of the inning. Grant's bat busted as he swung the pitch, and the barrel rolled out towards shortstop, and the easy ground ball hit to Dietrich. Fortunately, he wasn't phased by the bat as it was kind of to his right. Didn't have to worry about it, and you got a broken bat there and an out. So 2 up, 2 down here in the 7th inning for Tacoma. Now they'll bring the plate Cameron McIntosh. McIntosh, first time he faces Dietrich, and the first pitch is a strike. Again, it was McIntosh that really made that inning work for Tacoma when it picked up 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. A hustling infield single as the pitch is down low for ball 1. As the ball was chopped towards the shortstop, Edwards took a couple of steps before he threw the ball, and McIntosh busted his hindy down the line, and he beat the pitch out, or the throw out. Here's the pitch, fouled back to the screen, and the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. After that, a couple of walks, a bloop down the right field line that picked up a couple of runs, an infield base hit, and boom, 3 runs, and that's the difference in the ball game right now. Spokane trailing Tacoma 5-2. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes on McIntosh. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit wide at third. Diving stop there by Brenneman. Throw to first and a hop in time. And McIntosh is retired for the final out of the inning. Outstanding play by Brenneman there as he goes horizontal and makes the snag. Throws on a hop. Dusham picks him up. And Tacoma's gone here in the 7th inning of play. After 7, Tacoma 5, Spokane 2.
It begins with the ball. You see, a ball is not just leather and rubber. A ball is the seed that communities grow around. We're talking split-second moments that become indelible memories. It creates lifelong friendships. It's a reason for people to celebrate. A ball isn't just a ball. It's a life lesson. It's a tool you use to pursue your best. It's how you earn your greatest victories. How you learn to deal with failure. It's a test that you pass. It's a dream that you catch. It's a future you hold in your hands. It's not just a ball. Biden, the official ball of you.
We would like to thank the Red Lion, the official hotel of the Northwest Athletic Conference. With friendly service and unique local fare, Red Lion Hotels get guests closer to main attractions and good times with full-service hotels and a wide variety of amenities. Discover your escape across the Red Lion family. Okay, we got a new pitcher as Josh Vitus goes 7 innings this afternoon, gives up 5 hits, couple of runs are both earned, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 1 hit batter, and he's replaced here by Jack Horn. Jack Horn on the year has a record of 3-1. He's made 10 appearances. He started 1 game, no saves, 23 1/3 innings with an ERA of 5.01. Left-hander out of University Place in Spokane. You take a look at him there. Or perhaps, I guess it could be Tacoma as well. They're both University Places, aren't there? Guess I'll have to look it up and see which school he is from. All right, so we'll bring up the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for Spokane as we start the top of the 8th inning. Spokane down 5-2. Up first, Vanderbilt. First pitch to him, fastball, strike 1. Left-handed pitching and left-handed batter. Vanderbilt today is 0 for 3. Horn is ready. Now stoppage in play there. This timeout called. And Vanderbilt will step back in. Here is the pitch. That bounces up to the plate for ball 1. Third baseman for Tacoma, Robillard, playing even with the bag. The rest of the infield playing back for the left-handed batter. And the outfield playing straight away as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and the pitch is a little high. They'll check down to third base umpire Mark Hute on the appeal. He said nope, and the count's 2 balls and 1 strike. So Horn will work out of the stretch with no one on base as well. And here comes a 2-1 pitch. Swing at a ground ball. Hit towards the second baseman. McIntosh has got it. Fires over to first base just to get Vanderbilt by a step and is retired for the first out of the inning. A routine ground ball hit to second base, but Vanderbilt hustling down the line. McIntosh had to throw it quickly and got him by a step for the first out of the inning. That'll bring the plate Christian Padilla. Christian Padilla is 1 for 3 today. Lined out, fouled out, and a single and scored a run back in the 6th. Right-handed batter for Spokane. And Horn is ready. First pitch, swing, popped up, and that'll drift out of play. And the count's 2 balls and 1 strike on Padilla. Padilla, the single in the 6th inning, and came in on the 2-run double by Lutz, which at the time tied the ball game at 2, and then Tacoma added 3 runs at the bottom of the 6th. Now has a 5-2 lead. Here's Horn's pitch. Batter shows a bunt, takes a pitch for strike 2. Well, Padilla down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Horn trying to nail it down for Josh Vitus. He'll go 7 innings here this afternoon and leaves with a 5-2 lead. Here's the next pitch. Check swing. Strike 3 called. Padilla rang up for the second out of the inning as he just walks away. And Horn picks up his first strikeout of the ball game. Just the second strikeout recorded this afternoon by Tacoma pitching. That'll bring to the plate Justin Lutz. Lutz again, the double and 2 RBIs for Spokane. And the first pitch to him misses, ball 1. He is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Left-handed batter against another left-handed pitcher. Sophomore for Spokane. And here's a pitch, cut on and miss, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike on Lutz. Top of the 8th inning, and Spokane down by 3. Got to somehow come up with 3 runs, keep this thing going, 4 to win it. Don't need it all this inning, but they need 3 to keep it alive. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Swing, popped up, shallow left field. The shortstop going out, and Grant is there to make the catch for the final out of the inning. Lutz pops out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Spokane here in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Your score, Tacoma 5, Spokane 2.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
WWCC is affordable. Find your way. Attend part-time. Direct transfer. Join the fun at WWCC.
Vern Foster here as Tacoma comes up to bat in the bottom of the 8th inning, leading by a score of 5-2. R.J. Green will lead off for Tacoma, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters to face Court Dietrich. First pitch to Green is a fastball, strike one. Green today is 1 for 2, a double and a run scored, and a walk and a run scored. Takes the next pitch outside, ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Green. Bottom of the 8th inning, and Spokane down by 3. Here's the pitch. Fastball, cut on and miss, strike 2. Dietrich gets the ball up there in a hurry. There's no doubt about that. Interesting, he's got such a high ERA of 8.35. Probably control problems. There's the next pitch, swinging a line drive foul down the left field line. And the count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One of the kids will have to run out in the field and grab that ball before we can start play. And the Tacoma kids got it. They'll be ready to go. Dietrich is ready. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch, bounces up to the plate, and the count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. For Spokane in the 9th, I have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters due up. Edwards, Duncan, and Duchamp. Here comes Dietrich's next pitch, and that fastball sails away for ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, the winner of this ball game plays the winner of the Everett Lower Columbia game tomorrow at 5:35. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Swing popped up, foul territory, out of play. The count stays at 3-2. The loser plays tomorrow at 11:05 against Mount Hood. And the winner of our next game obviously will play at 5:35 as well. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Fastball a bit outside, ball 4. So Green on the bases once again, 3rd time in 4 trips here today that he makes it to first base. A couple of walks and a double, and that'll bring the plate Zach Deal. Deal, the left fielder this afternoon, is 0 for 2. Grounded out a couple times, but walked and scored a run in the 6th. He'll show the bunt right off the bat. You know Dietrich's going to come inside, and no, he throws it right down the middle, but misses low, ball 1. Hard as he throws, I'd be throwing it inside. Kids will back away. It's going to hurt to get plunked by this guy. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Deal shows the bunt. Here's the pitch, and that pitch was inside. Went off the glove of Lutz, but no chance for the runner to advance. Dietrich, the 3rd pitcher of the ball game for Spokane. Kane went 5 2/3 innings. Charnholm went 1/3. Now Dietrich starts his 2nd inning of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. as again Deal shows the bunt, and the pitch is inside, fouled at the plate. I thought it was fouled at the plate. Maybe just went off the glove. Must have gone off the glove of the catcher, Lutz. Count 2 balls and 1 strike on Deal. And Tacoma looking to add on here. Again, Deal's going to show the bunt. Dietrich is ready. There goes the runner. Pitch is low and down to second base goes Green. Looked like he stole the pitch stole the base on the pitcher, as Dietrich really didn't keep tab of him, and the catcher Lutz didn't even try and make a throw. Well, the count now 3 balls and 1 strike on Deal. You try and bunt him over to third now? Let's see. Nope. Here's the pitch, and the fastball inside, ball 4. So back-to-back walks now by Dietrich. Puts Deal down at first base. And runners at first and second, and nobody out for Tacoma. Big runs there, because if you can get up 4 or 5, then one swing is not going to let you lose the ball game. So top of the order, Kenton Robillard. He shows the bunt, takes a pitch up and in, ball 1. He goes, whoa, that thing got up there quick. Didn't expect that. So he looks at his teammates, and he'll get the signal. Robillard this afternoon is 1 for 4 in the ball game. Reached base a couple times though. Had a single down the right field line, which plated a couple runs. That little blooper that went over Duchamp's head down the right field line. Picked up 2 runs. Then he scored a run after reaching base on an error in the 5th. Right now it's 5-2 Tacoma. But the Titans are threatening here with nobody out and runners at first and second base. Get a look there again at the batter. Robillard will step back in. Dietrich is ready. Again, he'll show the bunt. He takes the bat back and takes the pitch for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike on Robillard. Green at second on the leadoff walk. Deal at first on the back-to-back walks. Dietrich, a long look, and again, Robillard's going to show the bunt. Here's the pitch, and this time he bunts it back to Dietrich. He will throw to first base for the out, and the sacrifice is successful. Robillard, the sacrifice bunt, moves the runners up. Down to third goes Green, and down to second base goes Deal. Baden Sports is proud to be the official ball partner of the NWAC Championships. For nearly 40 years, Baden balls have set the standard for quality and craftsmanship, delivering world-class game balls to colleges and national conferences across the country. Baden, it's all about perfection. All right, runners at second and third now, so Spokane's going to have to move the runner or the infield in as the first pitch swung on and hit foul out of play for strike 1. Vanderbrake this afternoon has a couple of base hits. Single in the first, an infield single, and an RBI back in the 6th. So Tacoma trying to add on to its lead right now as Vanderbrake steps on in. Here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball at the knees for strike 2. Justin Vanderbrake, the most valuable player in the West region of the NWACs this year. Trying to help his team right here with a base hit. Infield again has to play up. Try and cut the run off at the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swinging a line drive down the left field line, hooking foul. The lookout will remain at no balls and 2 strikes. Stand starting to fill up a bit here, as we were supposed to have a 7:35 game. Obviously, that's not going to happen. It's going to be probably closer to 7:45 as we're still in the bottom of the 8th inning here. About 2 hours and 25 minutes into this ball game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Vanderbrake swings at the pitch that was up and in as it looked like Dietrich took a little bit off of it, and now there are 2 outs. For Dietrich, his second strikeout of the ball game. That'll bring the plate Robbie Pogue. Pogue this afternoon has a couple of base hits, or no, has 1 base hit and reached base on a walk. Now Dietrich will work out of the full windup. First pitch to Pogue is a fastball. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Pogue. Struck out in the 4th, single in the 5th, and walked in the 6th. So he is 1 for 3. Dietrich is ready. Here's the next pitch. Check, swing. It's called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike on Pogue. Left-handed batter for Tacoma out of Bonnie Lake. Dietrich is ready. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That fastball outside for ball 2. Remember when Bonnie Lake was just a little town? Now it's quite a thriving little area. Got its own high school. I lived up there in Enumclaw. It wasn't anything near that. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Fastball off the glove of the catcher Lutz. Now the count goes to 3 balls and 1 strike. There is room for Pogue at first base, so perhaps Dietrich working gingerly around him because he is the number 3 hitter. Dietrich looks on in. Here's the wind and the delivery. Fastball away, ball 4. 3rd walk of the ball game by Dietrich. And that might explain why his ERA is at 8.35. Walks a lot of kids. So Pogue down to first, and that'll load up the bases with 2 outs. And it'll bring up Sam Olson. Olson today 2 for 4 at the plate with a couple of singles and a couple of flyouts. Flight out to the center fielder and a pop-up to the shortstop. First pitch to him, fastball inside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Olson a couple singles as well, coming in the 4th and 5th innings. Dietrich ready. Now here comes wind in the delivery. 1-0 pitch, and again that's up and in for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes on Olson. 3 walks here in the inning by Dietrich. None have scored as of yet, but now we're going to have a timeout to talk about it and see if they can settle the pitcher down a little bit. Be sure to follow the NWAC on Twitter and Facebook at NWAC Sports and on Instagram at NWAC Sports 1 for all the latest NWAC news. Also visit nwacsports.org for the most recent information on schedules, scores, stats, and more. So Dietrich has walked 3 batters here in the inning. Is behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. In a 5-2 ball game that Tacoma has the lead. Well, the conference broken up, and we will resume play here. Olson steps back in. Cleanup hitter for Tacoma. 7 home runs, 36 RBIs. Looking to add on here. Dietrich ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Fastball backs him off the plate for ball 3. So it's now 3-0 on Olson. And the next pitch will force the run in from third base. Dietrich ready. Takes a look on in. Lanky right-hander's delivery, fastball. And Olson taking all the way, called strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike now on Olson. Again, nowhere to put him as 3 walks here in the inning. And the bases are full. Dietrich stares on, and here comes the 3-1 pitch. Fastball is inside for ball 4. Had to force Green in from third base, as even Olson wasn't sure if that was going to be a ball or a strike. And it was ruled a ball, and Olson gets an RBI with a bases loaded walk. Deal down to third, Pogue down to second. Olson at first with the RBI walk, and it makes it 6-2 Tacoma with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Now they'll bring the plate Gagliardi. Left-handed batter, first pitch from Dietrich. A fastball at the knee, strike 1. Gagliardi today is 0 for 3. He has struck out 3 times in the contest, but reached base once on a walk back in the 4th. Dietrich ready. Here's the wind and the delivery. The 0-1 pitch swing and a high fly ball into center field. Moving back on the ball is Van der Vert. He makes the catch. And Gagliardi and Tacoma are retired here in the 8th inning of play. But they pick up a run on no base hits. There were 4 walks and 3 runners left on base. After 8, Tacoma 6, Spokane 2.
We see you. Be your creative self at Clark College.
I am strong.
I won't give up.
I put my heart into the game.
I learned from my mistakes.
Focus.
Determination.
Confidence.
I trust my gut.
No limits.
Preparation.
Dedication.
Leadership. I want to make my team and family proud.
Be an inspiration for other girls who like sports.
Join the movement.
We see you. Be your curious self at Clark College.
Spokane trails by a score of 6-2 as we go to the top of the 9th inning. And for the Sasquatch, the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Edwards, Duncan, and Duchamp due up to face Horn. Edwards will step on in. Horn's ready. First pitch to him. Misses. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Edwards. Edwards this afternoon is 0 for 2. Grounded out in the 2nd. Hit by a pitch in the 5th. And flied out in the 6th. Horn in relief of Josh Vitus. Here's the pitch. And that misses high. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Vitus went 7 innings, gave up 5 hits and a couple of runs. So far, Horn has gone 1 inning and struck out 1. Trying to nail down the save here. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Another off-speed pitch. This one's called a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike now on Edwards. Get a look there at his back, the left-handed pitcher. Horn, there you are. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That pitch is swung on, hit into right center field. A long run for the center fielder, and he makes the catch out there. R.J. Green, a ball hit a long ways into the gap into right center field, able to run it down, and it was retired for the first out of the inning. Excellent catch as Green had a long ways to go, just short of the warning track, and reaches up and makes the over-the-shoulder catch for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Brendan Duncan. Duncan this afternoon is 1 for 3. Popped out to the second baseman, singled in the 5th, and flied out to the right fielder Vanderbrake his last at bat. And the first pitch from Horn to Duncan is called ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Duncan. Horn is ready. Here comes the pitch. That one was off speed at the knees, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike now on Duncan. 6-2, Tacoma on top of Spokane. Top of the 9th. And Tacoma is the home team, so they just need 2 more outs to secure the win. Timeout called wasn't granted by the home plate umpire, so the batter steps back in. The pitch misses for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. That happens. You know, sometimes you can ask for time, and the umpire doesn't grant it to you. Well, the pitcher can throw the ball, and he did. Fortunately for the batter, Duncan, the pitch missed. Look at 2-1. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit to the shortstop. Grant to his right. He's got it. Throws the first in time. And Duncan's retired for the second out of the inning. Ground ball to the right of the shortstop. A quick couple steps there for Grant. He had it. Throws a perfect strike to Pogue. And Duncan's retired for the second out of the ball game. Last chance for Spokane as Jermaine Duchamp steps up. And Duchamp this afternoon looking for his first base hit of the ball game. He's 0 for 2. First pitch to him. Fastball inside corner, strike one. No balls and a strike. Duchamp grounded out in the third, reached base on a fielder's choice in the fifth, and walked in the seventh. So he's 0 for 2. Horn just 2 pitches away from ending this ball game. Here's the next pitch. Ground ball hit wide at third, hit into the hole, grabbed by the shortstop, throws. It gets past the first baseman, and safe at first is Duchamp. That time Grant went deep into the hole, got the ball, he throws. It looked like a sinker, got past the first baseman, and we'll see what is scored. It'll be scored an error. And safe at first base is Duchamp on the air by Grant. That's the first error of the ball game by Tacoma. And down at first base now is Duchamp. That'll bring the plate Lawson. First pitch to him. Fastball, wide, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Lawson today 1 for 3. Grounded out in the third. Grounded out to the first baseman in the fifth, and a single back in the seventh. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And that's a fastball inside corner. Strike one. The pitch, or the throw back to the pitcher was over his head. Runner first, Duchamp not going to run as the ball went out towards the shortstop, Grant. He would have been dead meat at second if he tried to advance on that. But the count is at 1 ball and 1 strike. Lawson steps back in again. Horn's ready. Here's the pitch. That misses outside for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike now on Lawson. Again, we have one more game left to be played this evening. Lower Columbia and Everett set for a 7:35 start, but again, obviously it's going to be late. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. Swing, fouled away. Now to the final strike for Spokane. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on Lawson as he's trying to keep the Sasquatch in the contest here tonight. Game time as Horn trying to push his team into the Saturday winners bracket as it has a 4-run lead. Horn ready. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball hit to the first baseman. Juggled there by Pogue. He'll go to the bag, and that will end the ball game. Lawson grounds it to Pogue. Pogue able to pick up the ball, and he'll run to first base. He'll retire Lawson for the 3rd out. And the Tacoma Titans have moved on to a Saturday contest as they defeated the Spokane Sasquatch by a final score of 6-2. For Tacoma, 6 runs on 9 hits. They commit 1 error. That came in the 9th inning. And for Spokane, 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors here in the ballgame. For Spokane in the top of the 9th inning, no runs on no hits. There was 1 error, 1 runner left on base. Winning pitcher this afternoon is Josh Vitus. The loser, Marcus Kane. And the save will go to Jack Horn. So we'll see if we have a game-winning interview on the field. I see Dave Andrew down there. He is standing in front of the Tacoma bench. And we've just heard from the PA announcer that the ball game between LCC and Everett will start at 8 o'clock tonight. So Dave Andrew on the field to conduct the winning interview. As not sure who he's with, so we'll wait for the signal, and we'll take a listen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go down on the field for a post-game interview.
All right, thanks, Kirk, with a couple of the winning Tacoma Titans. Josh Vitus, the winning pitcher First off, congratulations, young man. All-West first-team pitcher announced today. What do you think about that?
I feel great about it. It's awesome. Being able to just come throw strikes and have the guys work behind you, and the outcome usually comes out pretty good. So it was good enough.
When you talk about throwing strikes, you look at your line, you walk two, you only struck out one. You left it up to guys like this to play some defense behind you. So you pitch your defense. Just comment on what they did. They're dogging you, but I want to give them some kudos. Talk about what they did today.
Oh, I didn't have my best stuff, just try to fill up the zone and let them go to work. I mean, they just always make good plays no matter what, and they're always trying hard behind me. So all my praise goes to them.
All right, and Kenton, 3 ribbies today. It's a pretty good ball club you played over there. That's dogfight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, we knew that they were going to come and they were going to put the ball in play, and Josh pitched a great game, and we just tried to play as good defense as we could behind him, and things went in our favor today.
You know, as a defender, you hear it a lot, watching games. It's kind of a pleasure to have the ball hit around a little bit, a chance to play. You don't get a chance to rest. Just talk about what you saw from your pitcher out there today.
Yeah, he was really good. And it was nice to have some action yesterday. Logan Gerling didn't really give us anything on the infield, so it was nice to play a little bit, and he's been dominant all year, and we expected it, and we believed in him, and that's what happened. So,
all right, fellas, Tacoma's 2-0, 5:35 tomorrow. We'll see you out here.
Well, thanks to Dave Andrew as he conducts the on-field interview, as the Tacoma Titans are the first team to move on to the semifinals, as they have defeated the Spokane Sasquatch by a score of 6-2. Tacoma now 2-0 in the tournament, and they will play the winner of the Everett Lower Columbia contest, which will start at 8 o'clock tonight. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Our next broadcast, as we mentioned, coming at 8 o'clock this evening, as Lower Columbia and Everett will have first pitch then. Till then, this is Vern Foster. Hope you enjoyed the ball game. See you later. Bye.